channel. It's been a while. Thought we'd start making some more videos again. We've had a few things going on, personal things, and a lot of things to fish and parasites and moving fish on and collecting new fish. It's been a bit of a hectic time. So I thought we'd give you another little update on the pond, how we're getting on, and then start making videos from here on a bit more recently, well, regularly. But yeah, as you can see, pond's still doing good. Still haven't had a chance to paint it. So we've had such an on and off summer. One day it's bright sunshine, the next day it's absolutely raining again. So, but yeah, fish are doing good. Water levels dropped quite a lot recently. We've been doing a lot of water changes. So we're filling it up at the moment. Plants are starting to struggle a little bit. These were full of life, and then we had a big spell of parasites. Just couldn't get rid of them. Flukes constantly, and yeah, Costia and Trick. So it was just water change after water change, treatment after treatment. It got to the point where like it was just not reasonable to just keep filling up the water. Just like I say, it's costing more in treatments, which you have to use more. So every time we did a water change, we just left it. Just slowly got to the point where we just started filling it back up again now. So plants went a while without any without any water, I should say. So they've started to die off a little bit, but we're going to try and get the water level back up now. Like I said, done scrape after scrape, and they're completely parasite free now. Flukes is the hardest one to get rid of. We tried Fluke S, Fluke P, Fluke M, didn't touch them. Bit of chasing and fighting going on here. Yeah, just didn't touch them. So we finally bit the bullet and went with Learn X Pro, and that just seemed to eradicate them straight away. So I think that's the plan for the future, is to keep going with Learn X Pro, I think. So it's a bit more expensive, but it's the best stuff to use, I think. And then, like I say, we've had numerous PP treatments to get rid of Trick and that. So, but we haven't noticed any flashing. We weren't sure if it got to a point now where we had about another 17, 18 fish on top of this lot in here. So it was very overstocked. So we weren't sure if it was getting to a point where like we were clearing Costia out, but because there's so many fish, one of the other ones was catching something else. So because there's so many, there's more chance of that fish or this fish catching a new parasite or creating a new parasite or whatever. But yeah, so we that was the whole point in trying to get them completely clear, is that so we could move some on. So we got to the point then where parasite free. A couple of days later they were straight off to their new home. I'll put a little video in now of where all of our rescue fish go, just in case anyone's ever wondered. Like I say, we do get a lot of fish in here. They come in, they go quite quickly, but let's say as soon as they're treated and that, they go off to their new home. So I'll put a little video in here now of what pond they go to.
Well done. Hey, video. Well, I think we were there from the other one. I could call him a dolphin. Lisa tells all her friends, she's going, "Look at a dolphin, or like climbing that spawn, you know, proper dolphin," she says.
So yeah, so that's our friend over by Celtic Manor. He's got a, as you can see, quite a very big pond. So he takes majority of our fish that we get. He takes them over there and they go off and live in there. So we've had quite a few, even our personal fish that we've decided to keep. It gets to a point where we're like, okay, we need to reduce the numbers a little bit more. So we moved some on. We had a very big Showa in here. He had Haikui on his head, so it's a genetic disease that they just can never get rid of it. But he was in here and he was quite happy, and then that was my partner's fish. She decided she wanted to let this person, our friend, have it in the bigger pond to give it the best chance to grow as big as possible. So that's up to her. So he's and I moved off over there. We had Kajaku. He was quite a big one. Same reason, we just decided to move him on over there. So I think this big white one here, that possibly might be the next one to go over there, just to we just don't want it to get to the point where they're so big that they're sort of being neglected sort of thing. We want to give them as much room to grow and live happily as that possible. So yeah, I think that big white one might be the next one possibly to go over the next job lot that we get. So yeah, so we did a rescue a couple of weeks ago, got some nice fish in there. We kept 2 for our personal self. We kept that scary that's just disappeared out there, and we kept the shisui down there just because you didn't really see them that often, and he's got a bright red colour, so we thought, oh, we'll keep him. Nice new addition to the pond. And then we kept the other scary, there he is. Kept him because I thought he's quite a nice perfect match for our bigger one here. So yeah, them 2 together is quite special. Like I say, they pretty much got identical pattern really. So yeah, so that's a bit of an easy choice really to keep him. So yeah, so we've had a few. These were a few of our grow ones. We have the Showa here. He was in our other vat doing quite well, but unfortunately since he's come here he's slowly starting to lose his black. I don't know if it's the sunlight doing it. As you can see underneath him, this one here, that was our dark Achiba. We all thought it was a Sorogoi, but you can see it on his back fin and on his belly he's got some orange patches. So yeah, it turns out he's in a Chiba. But yeah, so since the summer started and the weather's got really warm and the sun's got out, he's lost all his colouring pretty much. So all those dark patches, he was completely covered in pure dark, pure grey. Really nice fish, and then all of a sudden he's slowly changing to something completely different. So we thought it was something like parasite stress causing it or anything like that. But we've asked a few people and asked around, and quite a few people's koi are doing it at the moment. They're all starting to change. So like I say, we've scraped him numerous times, can't find nothing on him. He seems to be doing quite well. He's eating, feeding, active. So we ain't got no concerns about him. We're just gonna leave him be and just see how he gets on, I think. So yeah, same with the Showa. We're worried about his black. I think it is the sun doing it. It might darken back up, we're not sure. We're going to try and get hold of some food that's rich in and good for the sumi in them. So we're going to give that a try. Let's say the Suris, they haven't lost any of their colouring. They're doing quite well. So now we've got this Kajaku here, Akahaku, sorry. He's from the Nichi Koi Farm, so we had to keep him, see how he gets on. And then we've got this other large Kahaku here. He was one of our grow ones, but because of the head on him, the shoulders, we decided to keep him just to see how good he grows. We're hoping he'll turn out something like this one. I don't think he's going to get much more of his red back. I think that's his colour now, unfortunately. So the previous owner had all 3 of these in a completely covered pond all year. So they had no sunlight on them at all. They were just in complete, like, pretty much darkness. So all their colouring is just slowly just faded out of them. So we'll give it a try with food, see if we can get some of the Benny back, but I don't believe we will. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yeah, got a few smaller ones in there that were growing on. They're doing quite well. Beautiful there he is down there, white butterfly. I was told it was a platinum ogon, but now that he's getting bigger, the colour is starting to come through on him more. We believe he's actually a Muji. So then we got that one there. He was a very nice fish. When we first got him in here, some of the larger ones, we believe he got hit by one of the large ones and it broke his back. So when he turns a certain way, he jolts a bit. But we thought we'd give him a try, see how he gets on. He seems to be doing alright. He's straightened out quite a lot now, so we're hoping it's not affecting him as much. But we'll just leave him in there and just let him grow as he needs to. Just keep an eye on him really. Then you've got the grass carp. He's absolutely tripled in size. Ridiculous how fast he's grown. So we'll just keep him going. But there is one important fish missing from here now, and that is the sturgeon. We sold him a couple of weeks ago. He's gone off to live in a lake, I think, now. So we had the chance to move him on with a couple of big carp to someone who's got a very big lake. So they've all gone off to live in there now. We felt like he wasn't growing much more in here. I think he was sort of maxing out because of the size and the room he had. So we wanted to make sure he get as much chance to grow as possible. So it was the right decision just to move him on to somewhere bigger. So yeah, so he's gone off now. Another new addition to the pond is the Nexus. We finally managed to figure out the plumbing and get it moved down here and get it all set up. I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. There was a bit for a couple of weeks, not really much change to the water or anything, so I'm not too sure on it. But it's the last few weeks and that has made quite a drastic change. You get the sun out here, the water's just crystal clear. You see right to the very bottom. I say even now, it's overcast, quite cloudy day. You can see the ledge down there and the fish and that, and that's at least 4 foot deep here. So yeah, quite happy with the Nexus. Took a bit of time setting it all up and figuring it all out, but can't complain with it. And I say it's got Helix 13 in the middle chamber at the moment, so it's not really made for collecting fines, but we've got a solution to that coming. I think that's going to be in one of our next videos. So that should hopefully start working and we should get a bit more improvement. Sorry about that, for some reason the phone cut out. But yeah, the other upgrade to the pond we got is this one here, this backy shower we're creating. It's a little DIY job at the moment, but had a few problems with it. We've got it set up to the skimmer, but because the water levels dropped down, the skimmer's not been on, so it hasn't really been running. We believe the pump's too strong for it. It's a 4,500 litre pump, but the problem we got is the ledge thing is sloped down, so we're trying to keep the filter boxes level. So we've got we made little legs for the front, just that a bit of pipe in for now. So it's trying to keep that filter level, so it's not all just sitting at the front, whilst tilting that to get the flow off the front as much as possible. I still think the pump's still too strong because it's building up at the back and then overflowing out the back. So we tried using the ball valve to slow the flow, but it's not slowing it enough. So we're going to swap the pump out for something smaller. Media wise, in the top chamber at the moment we've just got jack matting with filter floss, and in the bottom we've got jack matting with some of the little pipe media stuff you can get, little off cut bits. It's not great media, but it's what we had lying about at the time, so we just thought we'd give that a go. It's funny because, like I say, we started building that like 2 weeks after we sold a big lot of alpha grog. So ideally we should have kept the alpha grog and just kept that for it, but we didn't think at the time. And then yeah, so we're just making do at the moment for what we got until we can upgrade the media and get it working a bit better, really. So yeah, just a little update for today on the fish, and just to say that we're hopefully gonna be back soon making some more videos. We've got 1,000 jumbo fry from Cottlebrook. We got them at my friend's house in his vat, so he's growing them on for us. So we're gonna give you an update on them soon, how they're getting on. Done quite well this year. We had like 200 last year, I think, and within like the first week we lost about 20 or 30. So so far this time we've lost 5. We lost 3 on delivery, which is to be expected to lose some, and then I think we lost 2 since they've been here. So we're doing pretty well for ourselves this time, we believe. So yeah, we've upped the salt to 0.75. Slowly started reducing it down again. The pond's staying at 22 degrees at the moment, so it's quite good thingy for them. Temperature. We're gonna we've got a heater on there, but it's not switched on at the moment, so we're gonna turn this heater on soon, get it up to 24. I made some perspex covers for it, so I'm gonna get that on to try and keep this heating as much as possible. And we've got a lot of insulation lying about, so we're gonna get some insulation around it and down the sides, and then hopefully it should keep temperature quite high then, and it should be good to go. So yeah, so just a little update for the moment on these ones, and say we're coming back and everything. So give it a bit of food for the time being. That's what I made a little mixture at the moment of the worms and that, but so they go absolutely crazy for it. think they're being fed like 5 or 6 times a day at the moment, just to get as much growth from them as we can. Ready for winter. So yeah, so absolutely loving it. We're doing good, on top of things, finally. So yeah, just a little update for today. We'll get some more videos made out for you soon.